Hi guys, welcome to Crafter on the Clock. This is my segment and we are gonna kind of finish up our marshmallows and then we're gonna do some Halloween pictures and we're gonna add stuff to this tin. I'm Donna with Cypress Designs, so hopefully you can join me. We were working on our campfire marshmallow tin and we got it nice and grungy. And now we're gonna go ahead and start to build inside here. Okay, I'm just basically waiting to get streamed in here. Hi Diana, how are you? So we're basically just waiting for everybody to get on. So I wasn't gonna come on today. Hey Carol, because we had the guys coming, but we got a storm come through so they couldn't work on anything. So I jumped back onto, this was originally gonna be my live time today. So, remember we did the marshmallows. These are cute little marshmallows we did on sticks. So what I did is I took our tin, we stuffed it with tissue paper and some of this, whatever you call shredded paper. So I'm trying to do it so it looks like it's supposed to be for like in the kitchen. Hey Janet. So, you know, you set it up for like when you're gonna have a party, you've got your marshmallows and all that stuff. Well, that's what I'm trying to do with this, but I don't have always the greatest stuff in the house. I'm just trying to get something to hold this. And then I got some vintage spoons we're gonna put in here. Hey Janet, how are you? Some vintage spoons to put in here because you gotta make hot cocoa. So we're gonna make hot cocoa bags too. So we got this. I love this one. This is awesome. I love this. And then this was our top. This was the top. And see how it makes it look like it's that brittle rust, like if you were to touch it, it would pop off. That's what it looks like. Okay, so let me finish this tin because last night, remember I said I wish I would have had the sign. So we're gonna put campfire marshmallows on the top. Hey Pat, how are you? So let's go ahead and get this label on and then we're gonna do our marshmallows. And then I'm gonna make some cocoa bags. Hi Glenna, how are y'all doing? We're gonna do cocoa bags. And then I've got pictures, ghost pictures we're gonna do. I've been trying to get my house all done for the party, which is in about 2 weeks. So I gotta get cranking here. And it hasn't helped because they didn't have enough stone. So now I gotta deal with that next week. Just trying to get everything done. Hey Amanda, hey Irma, how are y'all doing? So we're working with this, we're gonna finish it up. We're gonna take this and we're gonna start to fill it. So we have our sticks of marshmallows. We're gonna do the big ones today. Got some spoons for hot cocoa and we're making cocoa bags and stuff. So the next thing we have to do is we need to put our campfire marshmallows sign on here. I forgot to do that yesterday. Man, let me tell you, this girl cannot go 2 hours. We did almost 2 hours yesterday. Hey, Kimmery, how are you? We did, man, my legs were hurting last night. So it was a rough night just trying to fall asleep after that. That's why I think if I get the upstairs in the loft, I'm gonna sit. Because I think for me, with my legs and my veins and stuff like that, I think it's just gonna be much, much better. What do you guys think? Hey, Robin. Hi, Brenda. Hey, Lindsay. So here we go with this. So we got this done. We got our little ones and we got some spoons. We're gonna make some bags, but let's get going on the big marshmallows first. Now, I forgot to flip them, guys. So they're not so great on the bottom, but they're gonna be sitting inside. So I may not even do the bottoms because they're gonna sit inside the bucket. How's everybody? Okay, so let's get started. First thing you need coffee podge. Coffee podge is basically, I will get the recipe out there, but Sweet Home Living, she has that. You're going to, I'm not even sure if I'm streamed in yet. Am I in Crafter on the Clock? I'm supposed to be. You take coffee podge, it's just like coffee grounds, water, vanilla, and all that, and you put it all together and heat it up. Then you take your Mod Podge or white glue, put as much as you want in there at the bottom, fill it up with the coffee, mix it really good, and it just makes just a slur. Hey, Chris. Magnolia and Madison, I forgot your first name. I'm sorry. Hey, Linda. So we're going to put it in a cup. Whoa, we're going to it's too hard to go into the container every time. We're gonna just go ahead and start this. And my coffee grounds, we need coffee grounds. So what you're gonna do basically is you're gonna take your coffee grounds, and that's what's gonna give you that look. I just lost one in the garbage can. So that gives you that look, okay? We're not done yet though. Let me just get this squished down. It really does make it better if you can just take all your grounds and flatten them. The less chunks, the better. But I think I'm not gonna do I'm gonna paint the bottoms, but I don't think I'm gonna work as hard on the bottom because they're gonna sit inside, so it's not gonna serve any other purpose. Hey, Mary Beth. Hey, Sheila. Hi, Brenda. How are you doing? You are, okay. I don't know anymore. Hey, Kathy. Okay, let's get cranking on this. So we have our coffee podge marshmallow that looks like a roll because these babies just do their own thing. You can kind of still form them a little bit, but they're not. So you're gonna take your coffee podge and then you're gonna make that rim at the top. And that's gonna give you that dark spot. Now, I'm not perfect at this, and it's a marshmallow, and don't really worry too much about perfection on a marshmallow. I don't know about you guys, but the first thing I do on a marshmallow is I cook it, eat it, cook it, eat it, cook it, eat it, because I got to have that little bit of crunch on all that. I like my crunch. Now we're going to take a little bit on top here. This is where you want it darkest. Okay. And this stuff will start to melt. You can't, I'm not perfect, guys, so I'm just gonna get it in there, okay? And tap some more of this on here. You see how it's starting to disintegrate? Hey, Christina. Hey, sweet Lisa, how are you? Hi, Kim. Cheryl, how are you doing? So let's go ahead and get going. So don't worry about being a perfectionist. It's definitely not me. I don't think crafting was ever meant to be perfect. Artists are perfect. But I think a crafter doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, I think we got a good one. Okay, so now take your brush, start bringing it down a little. Just bring it down a little bit. A little bit from the top, a little bit from the bottom. And gets that little bit of a look. Now you can make them as charred as you want or not as charred. And then we're going to take just a little bit of the coffee podge on the top just to bring it all in again. And I've never really worked with such big babies like this. Wow, these are some monster ones. And go ahead and go over your little edges. You can make it as a long project as you want or just enjoy making it, because when you see it on a piece of, in a basket or whatever, it all looks the same to me. I just like to make it done. I think it looks good from a distance, and I don't think anybody really needs to be that concerned about perfection. So what do you think? Does that look like a marshmallow? Hey, Tamara. Hey, Jennifer. How are y'all doing? Hey, Kathy. If you're new, guys, make sure you're telling me you're new, just so I can say hi. I'm gonna put a little bit more up at the top. These shouldn't take too long. Now these will take a little bit to dry. That's why I say I'm not too worried about the base, because these are gonna sit inside my container. I really like that container now. Okay, so we're just gonna kind of get a few more spots where we're gonna put a little bit more darkness. It takes a little bit of time, but it's not that bad. And if you can twirl it, it helps a little bit too, to get that dark, crusty, crunchy look on it. I just think everything looks better when you just give it the little bit of love it needs, and you're good to go. Okay, and then some of these are little chunky pieces. We're just trying to flatten them out. Okay, so does that look like a marshmallow? I know it's a little fatty. Hey, Pat. Hey, Natalie. Thank you. Does that look okay? Where's my thing? Now, I've never done fatties before. I've always done the little guys. And these, like I said, they're doing their own thing. So we're not going to sit there and worry about perfection. Because when you put them all in this container, it's all going to look the same. And then I'm going to have to go to Etsy Anonymous. I swear, I'm going to have to, guys. I went and bought some more stuff today. I got some cute pictures to do in frames today if we have time. And then little boxes if we have time. I got on a roll today. Ideas were popping into my head left and right to this morning, even though I have a bad headache. Thank you guys for sprinkling. Thank you, Christina. Thank you. Oh, make some of these. These are just fun, guys. I have the campfire ones, the original can. I have the original, but it's a replica. When I found out what my husband paid for a replica, I just about died, guys. Now, I'm a frugal shopper. I mean, I know he loves me, but it's kind of like, you're like, don't spend that kind of money. But he wanted it. He knew I wanted the tin from that antique store, which I got to get to again. There's an antique store not too far from us, and they have cute stuff. Just start to blend it in. Like I said, it all works itself out. Just kind of bring it down a little bit. You got the chunky pieces. That's where you kind of get that look of being torched. A friend of mine, Stephanie, she saw me cooking these or making these, and she had to go and make herself some over the stove. Oh, God, I remember doing all that stuff. Oh, I love marshmallows. But I got to learn how to make it. I have recipes to make the real stuff. And I want to make some real marshmallows. Hey, Mary. Hey, Lori. Hey, Glenna. How are you doing? I want to make, and then they have, I was telling everybody yesterday, they have fruit snacks. Because, you know, all the stuff that's bad inside half of this food for these kids. So I want to make that too. So I got to get back into my breads too. So, okay. Here's number 2. Some of this stuff I'll have to get off because some of this is, like I said, if you can get it to melt down, that's the way to do it. But it will all eventually melt. So we'll stick 2. Does it look like marshmallows? Hey, Cindy. Hey, Angie. Hey, sweet Samantha. What time in the morning is it by you, girl? Okay, let's keep going. So we're going to go ahead and continue on. It's just the ring that makes it look like it's that charred part. But like I said, these are going to sit inside this container. I just got to figure out if I'm keeping it or if I'm going to sell it. That's the problem. I have all this stuff, and then I'm thinking to myself, do I want to keep it? Do I want to get rid of it? But there's some things I won't get rid of, like my little ghost music box, even though it doesn't work. I know you can buy all the pieces to it. I can't get rid of it. It's just too cute. I do have the Christmas one I like. Hi, Lisa. How are you? So let's keep going. Like I said, do as much as you want. You don't even have to do this much. You can do even less. If you like them nice and clean, then make them where they're not so perfect or so dirty. Oh God, I could go for one of these right now. I'm a marshmallow-holic. I like the marshmallow peeps, and then I also like is the chocolate covered bunny, Easter bunnies, the marshmallows. The only problem is I like the marshmallow. I don't like the chocolate. I know I'm a weird person. I love my marshmallows. The peeps, I like the, I don't know, but does anybody else do that where you leave your peeps out so they get dry from the air and they make it a little tougher? Oh, they're so good. I'm strange, yes. It's 9:59 in the morning here, Samantha. What's the time by you? I know we're quite a few hours apart. And then today I have got to focus on my house. I'm not worried about being perfect on these. We got another one. We got some of these. These will all melt. Just so you know, they will all melt. So now we have 3 marshmallows. Hey, Lisa. Okay, let's go again. We'll just, what time is it? 10. I'm on till 10:30. Okay. We're going to do probably one more of these guys. Then I got to do the marshmallow bags. Not the marshmallow bags, but the hot cocoa bags. Or I may just, I go pretty quick on these. Like I said, I don't worry too much about perfection because it's a marshmallow. Then I want to get them to dry nice because then they'll be really pretty in here to display. And then just keep using your podge, your coffee podge, to keep letting the stuff get melty. Then you have some spots that might be a little darker, which is good. You want that burnt look. You want to achieve that look of goo. Like I said, just enjoy, do you. There's no right or wrong in crafting. Just knock yourself out and do what is best for you. That's what I say. That's my model. Do what's best for you. Hey, Galen, how are you? Yeah, we didn't get the storms, but some areas got some nasty storms last night. I don't know. I didn't see anything on the news. Has anybody ever noticed something? I don't see them posting or going live much anymore. We have had some pretty severe weather down here, and nobody's on there telling us, oh, just, you know, it's going to be at your house at such and such and such. And all of a sudden there's like nobody's on TV anymore, or not TV, but, you know, internet. Okay. Got that one. Let's just go ahead and hurry up and get these done. We'll do one more, and then I'll let those sit. 4 is better than nothing. Or 5 will be better than nothing. Now, you can be, like I said, you can be perfect, or you can just, once you put them in a basket, all going to look alike. And what I like about these are going to be the ones that are going to just sit. They're not going to be on stakes or anything. That's why I did the ones that we have on stakes. Oh, I missed the whole spot. Yeah, last night we were almost on for 2 hours because there was no one after me on Craft Around the Clock. We were just rolling last night. Has anybody else got that issue where you can't stand for too long? My poor legs were hurting so bad last night. So up and down from the bottom to the top. And to the top to the bottom. Ooh, this looked good. And then just clean them up in here. So we're just gonna put these off to the side and let them do their magic and dry. We can do more if we have time. So these are gonna sit. So again, I'm gonna show you what we worked on yesterday. So this is our tin. You can get the tin. The tin is, I get this at the holiday time. Joanne got rid of all their stuff. I stocked up on every tin I could imagine. Yeah, they morphed a lot more. I forgot to move them again and move them on to the other side. And hey, Vay, oh, thank you, Vay. You're so sweet. I got to start making my fake bakes again. So we've got our little marshmallows. We got our little spoons. And then we've got a little cup in here that's going to hold some stuff. And now let's go ahead, and this is our lid. I made the campfire sign. Okay. And now we're gonna take, and I'm gonna put the stuff off to the side for right now. I just don't need it getting everything dirty. Because we got fabric now. Let me just wash my hands and wipe this down a little bit. You do smell like coffee a lot, but it's okay. Coffee is the new perfume in crafting world. Okay, so I have these. Now I couldn't find a decent Halloween one. I've got to learn how to make printables, but I found this one, and then I got Boo Bombs. So we're gonna put these on these little packages. So we're gonna have to, did I not turn my glue gun on? Oh my Lord, I didn't turn my glue gun on. I told you, I was so busy running around. So we'll put fabric paint on here. I find it. Like I told you, I was rushing this morning. I wasn't sure if I was gonna go on or not. Sorry guys, I was prepared, but my brain's not with the program. Where did my fabric go? Sorry guys. It doesn't go very far. It's gotta be here somewhere. Well, you know what? I'm just gonna use this instead of the fabric. It's probably staring me in front of my face and I just can't see anything. We're just gonna use regular Mod Podge. Maybe. I usually have the fabric, but I can't see anything anymore. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna put this on the back. I really prefer, hang on just one more second. I just gotta clean my room. You guys, when you craft, you just make a mess. You just like throw everything back up on the, oh, there it is. See, I did put it away. I just can't see what I'm doing. Sorry. So this is what you want to use on your fabric. And it'll take the label and it will give it a leather look, okay? Sorry, I feel like a goofball today. So let's take this. It's really super, super thick, guys. Very snotty looking. So go ahead and put a bunch of this on. Now you can fill your bags up with like beans or something if you want. I gotta let that dry. And I'm just gonna put some over the top of it too. And it just gives the appearance of leather. And then let's dry this and then we will glue it. Hopefully by then my stuff will be there. Oh, thank you, Lori. I appreciate it. Hey, Shannon. You gotta have this fabric stuff. You can get it on Amazon. I mean, I just bought it probably, I don't know if it was this year or halfway gone through it. But I do like to work with fabric a lot. Now, I look like my fabric, it was on there straight, but it doesn't look very straight, Donna. Yeah, I guess it's gonna stay. I just need to get new eyes now. I'm gonna dry it really good. Getting there. We'll do the next one. We're gonna just do two kinds, and there's just gonna be satchels that'll go in there. It'll be pretend cocoa. I gotta figure out, I don't know how to make my own labels, but I need to. Hi, Criselda, how are you? Hey, Christy, how are you doing? So this is what the little bag will look like, okay? We're not done yet. We're gonna add some tinsel to it and everything. It's 10, I've got time. I'm gonna let this one sit and let's do the next one. We're just gonna do two kinds. You know what? Nah, let me just do two of the same kind. Should I do two of the same kind or two different ones? Should I do this label or just do two boos? Hey, Brenda. Hey, Jamie. Should I do two boos or one cocoa and one boo? Hey, Michelle. What do you think? Do two of these and keep them uniform or do two separate ones? What do you guys think? Do two separates or the same? What do you guys think? Hey, Jamie. What do you guys think? Same? I know there's a delay. I'm just going to do two of the same because I don't know. Nobody's answering. So let's just do the same. We'll just do the same. It'll just be uniform then. There's such a delay in everything we do nowadays. Everything we do. Nothing is the same. And we're just going to rub it all across the top. Don't worry about you get stuff on it. This is Halloween. This is not perfection. One of each. Chris. Hey, Pamela. We can do a third one. Hold on. I have fabric. We have fabric. I hope when I have that, if I ever get up in the loft, I hope I can be more organized than I am now. We'll just do two of those and one of these. They're a little crooked, but I'm not going to worry about it. They'll still work. It'll look cute. One of each. It's like little snot. Very snotty. And then just put it over the top to give it that really nice leather look. And when it dries, it's like literally like leather, you guys. Hi, Southern Belle. I forgot your first name too. So I have to write everybody down. Let's get these dried. And looking for my stuffing. I work really hard to clean my house, but then once I do a live, I'm a mess. Hey, Lori Arnold, how are you? Anybody else like that? I am one messy Martin. I think I'm just going to seal them and put just a tiny bit of something inside. It's creeping me out for a second there. I was hearing something at my door and my husband's gone. Where'd it go? You know, it's always there. You just aren't looking hard enough, Donna. Okay, so now let's seal these up. And mind you, these are for Halloween. So we're not going to seal them all the way up because I want to make a little flap on all these. Hi, Danita. We're going to make a little flap at the top. Just going to put a little, not much, because you don't really need much in here. It's just to kind of give you that, like a bag, like there's something in there. So we have one little satchel now. It's not done yet. We've got a ways to go yet. So I just got to get them all done. Now with all the stuff I have today would have been a good day to stay on longer. Because I went crazy. I have so many things set up to go here. It isn't funny. I love this little one, but this little thing runs out of glue so quickly. My hand just ripped that label off because it's all sticky. I ain't gonna worry about it. Oh, I was supposed to darken these up, but I'll wait a little bit. They're still pretty wet. So we're gonna flip this on the side. I wanna make little flaps. We're gonna make a little flap on the other side. That just kind of gives it a little character. Then we're going to take and seal this. Put that extra off. And then we have our little boo bags. Okay, that's one. We're not done yet with them. We've got a ways to go yet. I'm just just gotta stay tuned on time. They're very sticky, the labels are, until they dry 100%, okay? Now, I'm going to put a little thing of tinsel on these to kind of give them a little Halloween oomph-a-pa to it. You don't need much, just enough just to fill it. What time is it? 10. I got 15 minutes. Okay. I like doing the bags like this because I think it gives it a little more character versus it just being a square. Anybody get any bad weather if they're in Texas yesterday? Crazy. Okay, so now we have our little marshmallow bags. Hi, Anna. Thank you. Appreciate it. Are you new? If you're new, welcome. So now I got to take my little bit of lunch, but it's 10:15. I'm going to put a little on the side here. Just open this stuff. This stuff dries so quickly. Just gonna put a little. I like to take my little, make certain parts of it shiny with glitter. Do the same one with this. We want it to stand out a little. Okay, and then we're gonna put a little glitter on here. Here. And I just think they look so much better when they have that little touch. Oh, okay, Anna. Hey, Donna. I can't remember. I try to keep up on everybody. I can't. I'm lucky if I know what I'm doing today. Okay, so we're going to take and make our little That's the hardest part, is keeping up with everybody. Not saying I can't. I'll make these nice and vintage looking. I do want to try buying the orange tinsel. I do want the orange tinsel. This came off here. There. And I'm debating. Do you think just like this, just the simple, hey Pamela, make it simple instead of too gaudy? I just wanted to have a little bit of, where's my spiders go? I have spiders I was going to put on here. Spiders, let's put a little spider on here. And these will just be done then. There. Okay, so my little boo bags will just have this little bit of stuff on it. I want to get to the pictures too, but if not, I can do the pictures on my other live. There's so much sticky going on here. See, everything's sticking. Okay, we'll put a little spider on here. Okay, so we got these two. So let's put this last one. Now, I would normally dirty up these packages, but I'm just not going to worry about it today. I would normally dirty them up, but I think they're fine. You don't have to dirty everything up. Even though that's the way most of us like all this stuff is dirty. And then this one we will put, we could put a little witch at the top. I have a little witch. We can put her at the top. These are buttons. We'll take our little witch and put a little witch on this one. I want to make it Halloween-ish. Okay. So now we have some little boo bags for cocoa bombs. And we have a hot cocoa. Okay? So let's put these in here. Let me try to move some of the stuff out of the way. Yeah, that goes with that. Move all these out of the way. And never mix your, when you're using your diamond dust, when you start to use the stuff and you get things in it, separate this from your big container. Otherwise you contaminate it and you can get bits and pieces of other stuff which you don't want on a nice piece of artwork. Okay, so now we have this. I think our marshmallows will be good enough, just the way they are. Let me see if I can pull them off. Move this out of the way. I just don't want to dump something. This thing is so nasty and dirty. Okay, so now we're gonna take, our marshmallows are pretty much a little dry here. Let me dry the drum a little bit. Just set some off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and get some of this stuff set up first. We've got our cocoa. Got our little cocoa bombs. We're going to put a hot cocoa over here. Hang on. The back side, we don't really need to worry too much about this papery stuff because it's all going to get covered by a lid. I do need to buy some more. We have our little cocoa bombs. We have our hot cocoa. We'll go down in here. And that one's a little open. And then I'm going to put a stick on here because I want it to be more like this. I want it to be, not like that, like this. So that when I have it sitting out, it's sitting out like this, not with the tin on the side. So let me go ahead and dry the rest of these real quick. This one looks like a flower. Kind of big. I got them. You want to get them fairly dry so they don't stick to everything. Now some of these will stick. There's no two ways about it. Some of these are going to stick. We won't worry about that because that's going to sit inside here too. Stick that one in there. Is this one dry? Oh, it's almost dry. And because it's a vignette, it's good enough just the way it is. Oh, thank you, Chris. Okay. We just want to make sure we got most of it dry. And they actually come out kind of like they are marshmallows. And this one, I think I can dry this real quick too. We should be able to get a picture in here too. Hey, Michelle. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, guys. I'm so stuck to this stuff, it isn't funny. Okay. So we got these. I want to get these out here so you can kind of see it all. You got your spoon. You got your little boo. This, I think I'm going to glue a stick to the back. What do you think? What do you think? Does that look okay? Hey, Wanda. Does that look okay? This way, at least you can put it out and you can set it on a table and it's not just a tin. I like stuff to be, you know, put stuff in it and you're going to see it. Okay? So I've got 5 minutes. I could probably squeak in a real quick picture. Let me see if I can do this real quick. I may. This is easy. I went on Etsy again. And you know those Dollar Tree frames? The greatest things, guys. These. So what I did is I got this one. And I got the one on the toilet. Is he not the cutest one? The one on the toilet. We only probably get time to do one because I got to paint the frame. So we're going to glue this on here. I'm going to glue him on. Let's just get all of the glue on here. I'm not a fancy painter, can you tell? We're going to put that on here. This is how easy it is. If you find these frames, guys, you go grab them. But then we've got to paint it though. So we're still going to quickly brush paint over this, I think, instead. And if I can brush it black, I think I'm going to try brushing black over it. I don't know how it's going to look, but we're going to try it. I'm going to try to dry brush over this instead because we got 4 minutes. I like the gold. And it's kind of cool if you can just keep what you've got and just change it up a little bit. Then you don't have to work so hard to change everything. Now, black is that is my key for Halloween. But you don't have to do black. You can do brown. You can do anything. Okay, I'm going to take a little, I'm going to dry rag, do I? I'm going to try to just dry that. Actually, I'm just going to dry it. I don't want it to be too fancy because this is Halloween. Aren't those frames amazing? Yeah, I love that one with the toilet. I want to go collect a few more. I did buy you can buy some pretty big packages. I got 3 minutes left. Aw, thank you, Tiffany. I appreciate it. You can buy pretty big packets of stuff out there online of pictures, and you print them. Now, don't forget, you can go to Walgreens. Go online, submit your picture, tell them what size you want it on, whatever you want it on, like a canvas or just paper. They'll print it out to size. So instead of you spending $30, $40 on a picture, make your own. Make your own. Save yourself $1 million. I'm sure it's not $1 million, but close to it. I mean, 1, 2, 3, and you could be done. Now, I would normally like to paint this black, but I'm trying to change up my frames. Is he not the cutest little guys? Yeah, not at a lot of Dollar Trees. These just happen upon this summer. I have 2 minutes left. So I've got this one, and let me see, I probably won't be able to get to this one. You know what? There's only 2 more minutes, so let's just kind of go over what we did. So this is another one. He's sitting reading a book. I cut him out. He was in a library. I cut him out. He's my favorite right now. Now you can take your Mod Podge, and I've got 2 minutes. Let's see. You're supposed to be able to take your Mod Podge, and I think it's the gloss. I'm going to try it. I think you're supposed to take your Mod Podge. And you can go over their body. And it looks like an oil painting. So you just do this. And it gives it a depth of like a oil painting. So like you've got your, I got 1 minute, guys. You've got your candles. And you're gonna see, can you guys, I don't know if you can see. Now that'll dry clear, but it will dry raised. Yes, I decorate everything. I actually have my animal. Oh, guys, I gotta go. I love you all. Talk to you soon. Bye.